one match that I'd love to hear your thoughts on, because I think people are revering this as something that could potentially be an all-time great professional wrestling match, and that is Okada Danielson. It's one of the few true dream matches that is left on the table at this juncture. I
Yep.
would imagine that a lot of people are going to be talking about it afterwards. What's your anticipation for this, and what are you expecting out of that one?
I mean, I feel like I just expect greatness probably. That one's interesting because like when you look at Kenny and Osprey, there's a history there now, and you kind of have an idea of what you're going to see, sort of. Not the exact things, but like you know the vibe of what it is. I feel like with Okada and Danielson, it's pretty much a blank canvas. It's just two guys you know are phenomenal wrestlers, and they're going to go out there in front of everybody and paint what I assume is going to be a masterpiece. So it's, the kind of scenario and the situation and the setup of how we've gotten here is different than the other one. But I don't really think there's any way you can go wrong with those two guys.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, because that is a match that is built on pretty much the simplest story that you can tell. You think you're the best in the world. I think I'm the best in the world. Let's have a match and figure out who's the best in the world. And I see so much discourse in the pro wrestling sphere. Oh, there's not enough story for this pay-per-view match. Like, what is the reason these guys are facing? But sometimes, in my opinion, all you need are stakes, and then you've got a match. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that discourse as we approach a show like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I think there's an interesting kind of split. I think wrestling fans are some of the most passionate and like lovely people, and they absolutely love what we're doing. And some of these people are just miserable pieces of shit, I think. And they're just unhappy no matter what you do. There's not enough story to this. This didn't need this much story. Here, it doesn't matter. Just appreciate what you're getting. If you look at sports around the world, you look at boxing, you look at the UFC, you look at football, it doesn't matter the story of the thing. You get the two best guys in the world, and they go in there, and you want to see who's the best. Stories are great, and they have their place, but like not everything needs a huge thing. You have the two best fighters in the world, put them in the cage, and let them tell the story themselves. And I feel like people just look for things to get caught up on, or look for reasons to kind of detract or kind of take away from what we're doing. It's like, dude, whatever. You can't make everyone happy. And at the end of the day, the match is going to be amazing. So watch it or don't. It doesn't matter.